Welcome everyone. So this is a tarot reading for the sign of Leo. So if you are a Leo, obviously this is going to be for you, but also if you're just someone who's interested in what's happening in a Leo's life, what's happening around a Leo, this might be relevant to you as well. So I have these cards already shuffled and laid out in these little piles, as you can see, and each of these little piles kind of talks about a different area of your life. So, but I'm going to explain that as I go. I'm going to start right here, which represents the recent past. And let's go ahead and take a look at what has been happening for you Leos. So the first couple cards here are the Five of Swords with the Oracle card of the House. Ugh. This is conflict. This could be arguments. And not like even good argument. There can be debates and there can be arguments, right? One kind of has like a good direction that you can take it and the other one not so good. This is the not so good direction. And it's about the house. It's either within the home because the home is here, or it's an argument regarding like what you stand for. Okay, so it could be one of those two. I'm gonna need cards to figure out which of those two that is. So let's go ahead and pull some Oracle cards and see if we can get more details on your recent past and this energy. This is probably still going on, by the way. This is recent past, but also kind of bleeding into the present. So tell me about the Five of Swords with the House for my Leos. Tell me, okay, that was fast. So I have the Crown, and on the bottom I have, the Treasure Chest. So this is an argument about money. It's about what's yours and what's theirs, right? This is an argument about possessions and what's rightfully someone's stuff. It might also be what's rightfully supposed to be paid by someone too. Something to that effect. Like what is appropriate for you to pay for, to own, what's yours and what's theirs. Let me see what else is on top here to see if we can get any more information before I move on. Alright, so we have your card, Leo. It's right side up, which is good because if it was upside down, I'd say there's drama. Maybe we haven't gotten to the level of drama with Leo right side up here. But I do feel like someone has the potential to be dramatic, okay? They're not creating an all-out drama, but there's the potential is there with the Leo card showing up, because you guys can be dramatic sometimes. So then we also have the bed and the door. It could be that they're like waiting for the right moment to kind of address this or to make a show of the problem. Let me see what else is underneath. So underneath we did have the treasure chest, which is talking about that money component. And then underneath that, yeah, Neptune. So this person is kind of like either waiting for the right time or just stalling. There's potentially miscommunication, but it stems from someone not really being direct. Someone like being like, oh, it's not the right time, or we'll talk about this when, it comes up. But meanwhile, I feel like there's arguments brewing, okay? Let's move on to the present moment and see how this is how this has transformed from the recent past into the present moment, okay? Because again, this is the recent past. May still be happening exactly as I just said, but could have also transformed into the present. So let's take a look at, I think I'm gonna look at the position of the heart. So this pile here talks about your emotions, how you guys are feeling about the situation specifically. So I have here the Hanged Man with this is the arrow on target, the bullseye, if that's the right word, bullseye. Yeah, so you guys are kind of like feeling like there's something very, very specific, and it could be that it's you who's been waiting for the right moment to speak up on it, to be vocal about it, to bring it to light, or to even just make it might be just something that needs to be displayed more than even spoken on. But it's like, it is like kind of looking for the right moment, but I don't think there is a right moment here. I really don't. Tell me more about the Hanged. Yeah, it's stalling. Again, it's that stall tactic, but it's all kind of shrouded around like waiting for a better moment. Tell me about, because this is the Hourglass reverse that just came out. I mean, yeah, that pretty much tells me everything I need to know. So let's move on to the next position here. This is still in the present moment, okay? But we are talking about a different area of your life. This is more of your thoughts, how you're perceiving the situation. I call this the position of the head, excuse me. So in the position of the head, I have the Wheel of Fortune and the number 9. The number 9 is literally the number for thought. So it just could be that you guys are thinking a lot about this. But with the Wheel of Fortune, you want to make it better. You're trying to think of a way to improve the situation. That's part of it, is you want the situation to improve, essentially. And that's running through your mind. Let's pull a couple more cards here, see if I can get more details on this position. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune and the number 9, please, in the position of... Okay. Well, I got a few cards. Jesus. I have, 6 cards. So we got 2 cards over here, 4 cards over here. I'm going to do these separately because these clearly have to do with... well, really, it's just what I was saying before. Is this person's important to us, or at least we value this person with the cup here. And so we're really thinking about how to maintain our cup with them, maintain our friendship with them, maintain our relationship with them. That's this. So I'm going to just put this back. And then these cards are the fact that it's hard to work with this person. This person, this is coal here, so I'll actually just say it. We have the number 3, we have coal, we have Aquarius, and then we have the torch. So with the number 3 and coal, this is essentially just saying this person's hard to work with. Maybe they're obstinate in some way. It might just be that they have I don't want to say like a heightened sense of justice or a heightened sense of, I don't even want to say entitlement. I don't. But it is kind of like in that direction, but like in a positive way. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to put that. This person just knows what's right for them. And so it's hard to work with them. They know what they want, and they know what is appropriate for how people are supposed to be treating them, and what's appropriate in their view of how they're supposed to be treated, etc. So they're just kind of like, they have a very concrete viewpoint of the way they're supposed to be treated and what's fair. Makes them hard to work with, but within all this, you're really still trying to work with this person. All right, so let's take a look at the next position, and then we're going to look into the future. So, I wonder if this sunbeam is really screwing up the video. Anyway, sorry. So let's go ahead and flip the cards and see what's happening with your future here. Or sorry, this is still the present. Future's down here. This is still the present, but we're talking about the actions you guys are taking. So this is more of like the outward physical activities that you're engaging in. All right, so Leo, we have the Hierophant. And we have the Oracle card of Libra, the zodiac sign Libra. This is like really trying to be fair and by the book fair. Like, I'm going to pick up a law book. I'm going to look up what the law actually is, the letter of the law, and that's what we're going to go by. And that's kind of the strategy that you're taking with the situation at this very moment. Whether or not it's going to work, I don't know, because we'll see how it's going to pan out in a second in these 2 cards. But that's how you're currently handling it. Is you're doing it literally by the book. You're doing it letter of the law. Letter of the law. Tell me about this Hierophant and Libra here. Tell me about the Hierophant with Libra. Okay, so we have a few cards. We have the Hammer. The Hammer, which is, again, we're trying to fix the situation, the Hammer, right? And this is all part of how we're going to fix the situation. We're going to be super by the book, super fair letter of the law here. That's how we're addressing it in order to fix it. And then we have a couple more cards here. Leo, the Bridge, the Mind, and Saturn. How can we both make this easy? Make it enjoyable, make it have it be like engaging. And how can I engage this person in a way that everything runs smoothly, but still I say what I need to say, because there are things that need to be said, Saturn. There are rules that need to be enforced in a sense here, Saturn. But we need to figure out a way to like come at this person so things really run smoothly. And there is a way, because with the Bridge here, there's a way. This person, I feel like, is amicable. They're either friendly or they're approachable, but you need to know the right way to approach them. So let's take a look at the last position here. This talks about what's coming in the future. So what is coming towards you? Leo signs. What is coming towards my Leos? Okay, well, I already have some cards here, but I didn't even really flip the original cards. So let's flip the original cards, and then I'll take a look at the Oracle cards. So the original cards here, I have the 8 of Swords with the number 0. Well, that ain't good. That's not making very much headway at all. That is not seeing eye to eye and making no progress whatsoever. And then here's the reason. We have the Rabbit, we have the Bed, and we have Taurus. Let me see what's on the bottom here. Okay, so Jupiter. Okay, so you're trying to take the approach that you're taking is 2 by the book, essentially. The Hierophant is very traditional. This person is not. This person is future thinking. They're forward thinking, they're futuristic. They're not gonna go by they don't vibe or jive with a traditional old school mindset. Could be on anything, but specifically on whatever issues you guys are clashing on. So you can't really just handle this person like you would every other person. Which means by the book, right? It's not going to work. It just isn't going to work. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just not going to yield any progress is what I'm seeing here. And then underneath Jupiter is the 5 again. So continued conflict, right? There's no resolution to the conflict by approaching it this way. Let's pull all these cards up and see how you guys should be approaching it. So we're going to do straight up advice for you guys and see what comes up. Alright, so can I have some advice regarding the situation? What should my Leo signs be doing so that, we don't end up with the future timeline that we just saw? So tell me the advice here for my Leo signs. Any advice for my Leos? Any advice for my Leos? I kind of feel like the advice is like I was saying before, you got to be future thinking, or at least deal with this person like not how you would normally deal with a person in this category. Just differently than you would normally deal with this type of person. Can I have some advice here for my Leo signs? But we'll see what the cards say. Don't take my advice yet. Let's see what the cards say. Can I have some advice here for my Leos? Okay, there we go. So we have the Ace of Wands. I kind of feel like these group cards also want to be revealed because it's a small chunk. And then on the bottom we have the Ace of Cups. So we have the Ace of Wands. We have the pesky Hierophant coming out again. The Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Cups, and Justice. There is a right way to do this. There is a right way to do this that's gonna make I don't even want to say it's gonna make everybody happy, but that's fair. That's fair and just in a way that people will accept it. There is a way. But you just have to be careful because with the Hierophant here, the 5 of Cups is also here, which means somebody getting upset at Justice, right? It could be that maybe that's just inevitable when you're dealing with this person. It might just be inevitable that you make them upset. But at the same token, on the bottom we have the Ace of Cups. They'll get over it. Let's see what's under the Ace of Cups. We have the Hanged Man, and then look at this. Look at this. Ace of Cups coming from the bottom. Hanged Man, 8 of Swords, then the 9 of Pentacles. So they will get over it, right? But it's going to take them time because they need to shift their perspective. Once you kind of lay it down for them and they get upset, they will eventually take the time to shift their perspective. But it's going to take them time because that's these 2 cards. They're not going to see it your way for a little while. You're going to have to give them time. But then they will come around because we have the 9 of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords down here. Yeah, and it's like... I'm not seeing a complete end to conflict. I'm not. But what I'm seeing is that if you act, you might have to lay down, you might have to make this person upset for a minute. They are going to get over it. It might take time, but it's going to help them kind of become 8 of Pentacles, more mature. It's going to help them mature see things a little clearer. It may not be the end all of all the problems, but this is the advice, is go ahead and kind of do what you're doing. Ace of Wands is act. Act. And I think you guys are acting. It's just that you may not see results because it might take this person time with the Hanged Man that showed up before. It might take them time. Ugh. And then look, the freaking Hierophant keeps coming out, and this time it came out with the Devil. So, yikes. Yikes. This person really has a hard time with either authority or just... They're just not mature, and they have a difficult time maturing, because they also might have a difficult time with doing things the way other people, their authority, wants them to do things. Okay, so let me just pull up quick oracle cards here. I feel like we're basically done, but just one more oracle card to see if anything else comes out. Anything else here for my Leos? Okay, so we have Pluto reversed. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. It's not going to be as bad as you think. Pluto reversed is saying it's just not going to be as bad as you think. This person isn't going to take it as hard, or it's not going to be as difficult. They're going to get over it. Even if you make them upset in the moment, they're going to get over it, and it'll be good for them in the long run. Let's see what else is over here. We got the hand, we got the universal hexagram, and we have Jupiter. This is like you're the wiser person, and so you do have to take charge. You do have to kind of tap this person on the shoulder, and in this way, you are kind of, with your help, this person is going to grow. That's going to be the result. Whether, you know, and it will be good for them. It'll be good for them. So in this case, I mean, I guess discipline's the right call, guys. I guess maybe just being a hard ass is the right call. So like I said before, you shouldn't listen to my advice. Wait for the advice of the cards, because I would have said change your approach. But in this case, it's like, no, stick to being a hard ass. They'll get over it. All right, so that's it, guys. Now I'm just repeating myself. Leos, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. If this did resonate for you, press the like button, please, if you would. That does help me out a lot with the video circulation and everything and the algorithm. Regardless, I will see you all in a couple weeks. Take care.